Good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening. Whatever time you found this video, I hope it has found you well. Tonight is the official release of Oath of the Gatewatch, so I will be opening 6 boosters, that is 1 for each type of mana. I think it's important to point out that waste is not a color of mana. We have white, blue, we have, well, shoot. I didn't think this through. Where's the swamp? Come on. These are the cards we've already gone through. White, blue, black, red, green, and colorless. Now these are the lands that produce different types of mana. I think it's important to differentiate that colorless is not a color. Colorless is a type of mana. In fact, there's a rare green card that points out that it's a, I think, 7 casting cost enchantment, but whenever you tap a land for mana, it produces an additional mana of whatever type was produced, not whatever color. That is a huge difference. Also worth noting that older cards, like for example Jeweled Amulet from Ice Age, you could charge it with a specific counter, a little charge counter, and then you were supposed to take note of what type of mana was used. Because, although it wasn't at first, you could put a colorless charge on it and make it hold over until your next turn when untapped. Then you could tap, remove the charged mana, and then you would be able to use that mana to spend on something. So it was kind of like you could hold, like tap white, hold white until your next turn, and then on your turn, this is untapped, that's untapped, you get a double white that way if you needed to cast a Knight or Pump Knight, something like that. But it was interesting because it said what type of mana, and that's what colorless mana is. It's a type of mana. It's important because when you see a card like Dread Defiler, which we opened up in our last packs, the number next to the black mana symbol is a generic symbol. That means any type of mana can be spent to pay this cost. Not any color of mana, any type. Colorless mana can pay that off. Red mana, blue mana, green mana, whatever mana you want to use, even more black mana can be used to pay this generic cost. And that's important to keep that in mind. Colorless is not a color. It is an absence of color. That's what the suffix less means. It is without color. So, I hope that clears up a few things. Let's get to opening boosters. Cultivator Drone. I guess the mana producer. Expedite. McKindy Aeronaut. Natural State. Slaughter Drone. That's a new one, I think. Let's see, 2 mana for 2/2. So not bad. Devoid, no color, so you can put a Ghostfire Blade on it. Pay 1 colorless, and it gets Death Touch until end of turn. Not bad. If you have the colorless mana, that thing can help you clear the board. Most likely your opponent won't want to block it if they only have a big creature and they don't want to lose it. Next card, Loam Larva. I actually like this. I got this in limited. It's really nice. I noticed that they're doing the effect where you search for a basic land and you put it on top of the library instead of just putting it into your hand or into play. And that way you're not getting an advantage. You're not just playing a card immediately, getting another card into your hand for any type of effect or creatures that matter for you to have a card in your hand. But that could combine very nicely. I could see, obviously, Oracle of Moldiah works that way, but you could use this effect with a lot of, you could use that effect of knowing there's a land on top of your library to, what's that card called? There's a colorless equipment card. 1 to put on, to cast, 1 to equip. Whenever you attack, you reveal you can look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you can reveal it and put it into play. Why don't I? Explorer Scope. There we go. I had to go roundabout way of doing things. The bizarro type. Backtrack to how it works. Anyway, Loam Larva can set up an Explorer Scope. Interesting. They may come out with a new card that does that effect, where you look at the top card and if it's land, you can put it into play. I'm just saying. We're getting a lot more effects that really work well with it. Vampire Envoy. Talked about that one before. Cinder Hellion. Enters the battlefield, deals 2 damage to target opponent. 4/4 trample for 5. Holdout Settlement. Excellent card. Gravity Negator. 4 mana for 2/3 flying. When it attacks, you can pay a colorless and give something else flying. Roiling Waters. Yes, I think I've talked about it before. It's an interesting cost for what it's doing. Let's see, Strider Harness. This is a remake, yeah. 3 mana, and you can equip for 1 colorless. Equip creature gets +1/+1 and has haste. Let's see, that's 1. Here's 2. Bonds of Mortality. Oh, I'm seeing. Oh, there it is. Bonds of Mortality right there. Roiling Waters is an uncommon. And it's a battlefield draw card. It's in a very small group of green rares that let you do that. Or actually, of green cards that enchantments that let you draw a card when you cast them. It can work a lot well. Can work very well. I mean, it pays for itself. If you draw it later on in the game, you just pay the 2 mana to cast it and draw a card, so it doesn't hurt you very badly. It doesn't really stack though, unless you play Ethereal Armor and stuff like that. I believe this was the land. Nope, that's the rare. Kozilek's Return. Oh, now this card's very good. 3 mana instant, 2 damage to each creature. Flying, not flying, shadow, whatever it has, 2 damage to each of those creatures. For 3 mana instant. That's incredible. Mythic rare, of course it is. But when you cast an Eldrazi creature spell with converted mana cost 7 or greater, you may exile Kozilek's Return from your graveyard. If you do, Kozilek's Return deals 5 damage to each creature. So, if you needed to, if you had the mana, let's say you have a 7 cost Eldrazi in your hand, and you have 10 mana total, cast this, deal 2 damage to everything, cast the 7 cost Eldrazi, exile this, deal another 5. That's 7 damage to everything in play. Most likely the Eldrazi, which has not resolved yet, will survive. Put that right there. Our land card is Forest. Set that up there. And an Eldrazi Scion. Pack 2. I need to talk faster. Let's see. Alpha Protector. Ancient Crab. Expedite. Natural State. Witness the End. 4 mana devoid. Target opponent exiles 2 cards and then loses 2 life. Exiles 2 cards from hand. Netcaster Spider. Interesting. It's a woolly spider from Ice Age Remake. Has reach. Whenever it blocks a creature with flying, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. It's Woolly Spider. Although Woolly Spider was 2 green and 1 colorless, so this is a 1-up on that. Expedition Raptor. Zada's Commando. Goblin Archer ally. First strike, and it can deal 1 damage to the opponent by using the Cohort ability, tapping it and another ally you control. Crumbling Vestige, another cool card. First turn it comes to play, it does produce mana, and then you can tap it for colorless, but it comes to play tapped. Containment Membrane. That's the artwork of my favorite island right in the background. I think that's so cool. That's what it's for, apparently. It has a surge cost of 1 blue mana. Otherwise, it's 3 mana, enchant creature, and the enchant creature does not untap in the untap step. Cinder Baron. Huh, that's an uncommon. I'll put it with the other colorless cards because it is a land and it is colorless. Grip of the Royal. Havoc Sower. Pumps up for 1 and 1 colorless. This is the land. It is a mountain. Set that up there. Token card is a zombie. And our rare card is Wandering Fumarole. I have 3 of these now. Set that right there. Oh, my feet are killing me. It's been a rough day at work. These are not split. Huh. Whatever. Umara Entangler. Prowess 2/1 for 2. Merfolk and a rogue and an ally. But 2/1 for 2 with prowess, that's really, really nice. Consuming Sinkhole, shoulder to shoulder, support card with that lets you draw a card. Honor the, let's see, what was that other card that I really liked? Lets you gain life and puts 2 +1/+1 counters. Yeah. Canopy Gorger, 6/5 for 6. Sky Scourger, 1/2 flying for 2. Expedition Raptor, another one. Tar Snare. Target creature gets a -3, -2 until end of turn. 3 mana, instant. Interesting card. We got a lot of ways to deal with indestructible in this set. Boulder Salvo. Unknown Shores, another land that does that. This would be a great pack to open up and build a sealed deck from. Honestly, look at how much mana fixing we are getting. It's incredible. Blinding Drone. Roiling Waters. Kazul's Toll Collector works excellently with Argentum Armor and Batterskull and anything that has a really, really high cost to equip. Reflector Mage. I guess that goes over here. And our land card is another mountain. Token is Eldrazi Scion. Rare card is Eldrazi Displacer. This is like the new, let's see, Deadeye Navigator effect. It's 3 mana though. Exile another target creature, then return to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. So it does it with tapped. I mean, it comes into play tapped. This is still an excellent ability with cards like Palancron or Great Whale, Peregrine Drake, that kind of thing, even Cloud of Fairies. It's a good card, a really, really good card. I really like it. And white doesn't have as many enter the battlefield effects, but you can use it with artifact creatures that come to like mere battle sphere. So definitely have a lot of really good combos that you can use. There's the split right there. All right, Expedite, McKinley Aeronaut, Abstruse Interference, counter target spell. This control pays 1. You put a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi sign token onto the battlefield. It has sacrifice. Yeah. Interesting effect. It's not like a Force Void where you get to draw a card, or Force Spike where you only cost 1. But it's an interesting effect. Goblin Freerunner. We have a Waste. Put it up there with the other basics. Sorry if my voice is messed up. On the drive home, I like to scream out the pain by listening to music. Warden of Geometries, colorless card. Isolation Zone. Gets rid of creatures or enchantments. Spatial Contortion, very nice card. Relief Captain. This battlefield support 3. Immobilizer Eldrazi. And we have Oath of Gideon. What did I miss? Here we go. This goes, it's an uncommon. Oath of Gideon and a Plains. And an Elemental token. I like Oath of Gideon because you get a permanent for 3 mana that puts 2 1/1 white ally tokens into play. Those tokens, of course, can trigger ally effects, but it's also excellent because you can pull this up with a lot of different cards in white that just pull up permanents to your hand. And it's also an enchantment, which it's easy to search for. But each planeswalker you control enters the battlefield with an additional loyalty counter on it. So everything about this is a good card. They're also core, so this would go in a Nahiri commander deck. See, core Scythemaster. First strike as long as it's attacking. Comparative analysis. Drawing cards. Eldrazi Aggressor. Has haste if you have another colorless card. Alpha Protector. 1/4 Vigilance is the Ocean Soldier. Elemental Uprising. Zulaport Chain Mage. Cinder Hellion. Unknown Shores. Gravity Negator. Warden of Geometries. Timber Gorge. Well. Bonds of Mortality. 2 of those. Next card is Devour in Flames. Interesting card. Good and limited. Our land card is a swamp. We need an island. We only have 1 pack left though. And Needle Spires. So we have Wandering Fumarole and Needle Spires. And here's a core ally token. Yeah, these 6 boosters are really fitting together nicely. Let's see. Aquum Flameseeker. We just showed that earlier. Oh, no. This is when you discard a card and draw a card. Searing Light deals destroy target attacking or blocking creature with power 2 or less. Gets rid of tokens. Negate. Always going to be reprinted. Loam Larva. There's another one of those. So yeah, these packs would have really done well. Witness the End. Yes. Netcaster Spider. Green definitely did well in this, I think, as far as cards. Holdout Settlement, but we probably could have gone 3 or 4 colors. Blinding Drone. Kozilek's Pathfinder. Spawnbinder Mage. Allows you to tap creatures down with the cohort ability. Cyclone Sire. 5 mana for 3/4 flying. When it dies, you may put 3+++ counters on target land you control. If you do, that land becomes a 0/0 elemental creature with haste that's still land. Interesting, because that's blue doesn't normally get a comeback effect in blue. I actually like this card. If the creature dies, you then get another creature out of a land. And it's not like a Wrath of God or a Day of Judgment will mess that up. Nope. Chitinous Cloak, 3 mana. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has Menace equipped for 3. So 6 mana for the first time. But 3 mana for get +2/+2 and Menace isn't too bad. I like that. This is 1, 2. This is our 3rd. Press into Service. Support 2. Gain control of target creature. So you could support the creature if your opponent controls of it, or you could support your own creature and give it haste. The land card is a forest. So we got 2 forests and 2 mountains. The token is a Knight ally. The rare card is Call the Gatewatch. You can search your library for a Planeswalker card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Well, I think we actually got some interesting cards. Kozilek's Return, Eldrazi Displacer. We got both of the creature lands in the set, except for the green one. We need to get the green-black one. Not bad. Not bad at all. These were some good packs, I think. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you're having a wonderful morning, a wonderful afternoon, and or a wonderful evening. And I hope tomorrow's even better. Take care, everyone.